Hey, what's going on, guys? MrSlickWillyz here, back with another very helpful tip. So today I wanted to cover with you how to rotate more effectively in Fortnite Creative. So this is a technique I learned while building a more rustic looking shed for my new block creation. I will have a video coming out here soon to show you my new block, but I have not made that yet. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go to Prefabs. You've got this shed and field prefab, and you've got this nice looking shed, but I felt like we could take it a step further, and here's what I ended up creating out of it. And I'm using multiple different assets across multiple different galleries and prefabs, and I won't bore you with all the details about how to make exactly this, but the most important thing I wanted to cover is these doors were not. They were challenging to get aligned perfectly, but not impossible. And so let's go ahead and get started on how to do that. So first things first, we're going to want to go to the Galleries tab and grab any asset. But in this case, the door gallery. That's where I was able to get this old school rustic looking door. That door's, you see it, it usually goes to the crawl space into the basement of houses. But it looks nice. Well, here's the issue, right? So you go ahead, you grab that asset, and let's go and try to place this perfectly the way I did in the example. So we'll go ahead and rotate the pitch, right? Well, we're working on a 16 grid. I want it to line up nice, but those don't line up, right? I go to rotate, and they perfectly snap way past where I need it to go. So how do I get that perfect? So what I did there is I place it on the 16 grid initially, and then I go ahead and I pick it back up. For me, I'm cutting, not copying. So for me, it's L2. So grab that, and then I take it back off the grid system. Right? So it's perfectly back in place where it needs to be. And then now I can rotate the pitch more precisely. And then take it back. Let's take that back down. And this isn't going to be perfect, but it will be a good example. So as you can see, when we've got the grid system on, it's going to snap, right? It snaps its rotation into place. But when you take it off the grid system, it's also taking the rotation, the pitch, and yaw off of a snapping grid as well. So that's something that I've noticed a lot of people don't realize you can do in Fortnite Creative. And I use the technique to make this nice looking shed, but you can use it for lots of different things. Here's an example, is that these air vents, right? So you've got, let's go ahead and place a ramp, and then you go ahead and you throw down one of these air vents. Again, people will want to do this. They'll want to go and snap it, and they'll go and mess with the pitch, and they'll notice, oh shoot, that's not really perfectly aligned with that ramp. So that's where this technique comes in, is by taking it off that grid system. It is challenging. I will say that it's not the easiest thing to get perfect, but if you mess around with it, you can get it more perfect. So there you go, right in line with the ramp. And then you can do whatever you want to scale it up and make it look more interesting, but that's the technique I wanted to show you. If you have any more questions on ways to work smarter and more effectively in Fortnite Creative, go ahead and comment and let me know if there's anything else you want to see me put out there. I will have this video for this new block creation coming out soon. I'm really excited about it. I obviously have a lot more work to do to get the memory down on it. I've got a lot of assets in there, but I'm excited about this new project, and I think you guys will be too. So go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to me, and happy to make more content and help the subreddit out. So thanks. Appreciate you tuning in. Bye.